These Star Citizen facts will absolutely blow your mind. Well, sort of. These facts are related to some of the ships that are slated to be released very soon. I was scrolling down the Drake Corsair's wiki page the other day when I found an interesting factoid, and when I clicked on a link, I expected to see Drake ships that have already been released. But it turns out there hasn't been a new Drake ship in over 5 years. So the two other ships in the poll were the Vulture with 43% of the vote, and the Kraken with 37% of the vote, and then the Corsair. Now fast forward to the present, and CIG plans to release the Corsair before 318, which contains the Vulture, which means the first Drake ship we're going to get in 5 years will be the one the community want the least. And when I realized it, I found it hilarious. Talk about an Uno reverse. But wait, there's more. The description of these ships are fascinating, starting with the Kraken. So the Kraken is supposed to be a capital ship resembling an aircraft carrier. It has landing pads, it can store ships the size of freelancers, it has repair bays for smaller ships, and even space for some number of stores to restock supplies. And according to the description, this ship is supposed to act like a mini space station or a small hub for players to go back and forth from, and this is in addition to its insane firepower and gigantic cargo capacity. Now this ship obviously can't exist in Star Citizen yet, and isn't even in production. Right now it exists as a bunch of drawings in some artist's computer, and we won't see this ship for another 5, maybe even 10 years. And by then it might become a much different ship than they originally intended. The Vulture was what surprised me the most. When CIG released this poll, what they intended the Vulture to be was radically different to what it is now. For one, it wasn't intended to be a salvage ship. That's right, when they did the poll, according to the description, even though it was called an entry-level salvage ship, the ship itself wasn't supposed to salvage. And the cherry on top is this sentence, which is the exact opposite of what this ship is now. I don't know about you, but I think the prospector ruined the whole concept of doing stuff outside your ship, but I'm glad they didn't stick with it. This design would have made the Vulture a lot less useful. And then there's the Corsair, which is the only ship in the pool that has more or less stayed consistent throughout development, from conception to release. But there's something going on with the Corsair. CIG is doing something to Corsair that is raising a few eyebrows, and if you want to know what that is, plus what's happening with patch 318, I suggest you watch this video right here.